Hi there folks, my name's NovaWing24 and welcome today to a little review of the latest release from VRS Simulations. So we have the VRS Simulations TacPack and their FA18E Superbug for Prepar3D. So today we're going to have a quick intro, we're going to take off, we're going to do a quick circuit and just admire the beauty and the effort and the work that went into this aircraft. Now, we're having the usual look around the outside as we always do, and I just wanted to go show off. This is an incredibly detailed piece of kit, and we're going to get into a bit later in the video some of the differences that we've got between the FSX version and the new P3D version. But I just want to show off like how incredible like the outside of this aircraft is, and the sheer effort and work that the modeling team have gone to for this, because it is absolutely incredible. It really is, and there's just no real way to do it justice. It is just absolutely spectacular. And yeah, if you've ever thought you were going to be blown away by graphics in-flight simulating, then yeah, this sets a whole new bar. It really does. So, for example, it's all the attention to detail stuff that you often get with you get with VRS that really set it apart from the others. Like for example, from the back there, you'll see that small amount of sort of haze and exhaust fumes that you get. So, although jet engines burn cleanly, far cleaner than they used to, you still get that small trail still coming out of them, and that's something that you just don't see in any other simulated aircraft. You really don't. So yeah, it's just amazing. It really is. So yeah, So texture-wise, simulation like look-wise, it is absolutely stunning. Now, one of the things that you'll probably, for those who may or may not have heard of VRS before, VRS are of course famous for their Superbug in FSX, and actually FS9 as well, and now in P3D. But they're also famous for their TacPack. So one of the reasons why I'm talking about that is so you can see the weapons hanging off this. Now, TacPack is essentially their way of adding weapons, guns, bangs, and explosions, and all the fun things that you normally look at combat flight simulators for into your FSX and now P3D as well. Now, some other developers, including Aerosoft and of course Dino Cataneo, have actually made use of the VRS's their willingness to actually sort of give the tools, the development kit tools to the simulation community, and make use of this wonderful product that they've created. So essentially you control the loadout from the aircraft loadout manager, and the TacPack gives you sort of all these usable weapons, tanks, and all that kind of fun stuff as well. Now, that actually brings me to a very important difference between the FSX version of this and now the P3D version. So previously, with FSX, you could actually be able to get and fly and operate the Superbug without having to get TacPack. That is no longer the case. So with the P3D version, it is actually a requirement for you to have TacPack before the Superbug will work. So they've changed and added quite a few, changed the way that a lot of the coding is done. So it actually requires the TacPack functionality. So now you can either purchase TacPack separately and then buy the Superbug later, or you can buy them together and you actually get a bit of a saving as well, a bit of a discount off. I think it's about $10 you get saving off, and you actually put it all together and buy it as one pack, which of course if you want to fly this beautiful airplane you will need to do. Again, just like it's the little things like the pilot animation and stuff like that. Like it's so cool. It really is. It's amazing. So yeah, detail is absolutely incredibly stupidly awesome, and this airplane is just it's big, kind of ugly, but I love it all the same. All right, so we're gonna jump into our cockpit here. Here we are. Okay. So, we're going to go for a quick first flight. Alright, so now I'm going to make sure everything's set. So first of all, we're going to reset our flight control systems. Yep. Set our takeoff trim. There we are. Good. Okay. Now we need to make sure that yep, our bank seat's armed, just in case the worst happens. Alright. Have a look over here, so now, so these are fully interactive MFDs as well, so you've got all 3 MFDs plus your digital scratch pad in the middle there. Now we're going to bring up our engine details there. Okay. Test the throttle split, yep, excellent. Got our anti-skid on, flaps at half. Yep, cool. Good. Alright. Back up to this view here. Okay, so go over our shoulder. Okay, rudder free and clear. Elevators. Okay, alright. Everything looks fine. Now I'm going to bring up store management. Bring up our SMS. There we go. Okay. When that back actually, we'll have a look at our radar. Intercept. There we go. Alright. Up a little bit. Right. Now, by the way, folks, one thing the TacPack does and the Superbug will do is it will change some of your key bindings. Because you need to use the weapons, of course. Alright. Nice and stabilised. Everything's done, no alarms. Let's go. So I'll check my trim. Trim reset, there we are. Pushing forward on the throttle. And there we are, airborne. Gear travelling. Flaps up, there we go. Oh. Yeah, now the handling characteristics of the Superbug take a lot of getting used to. It is definitely not a jump in to fly aircraft. Now I've got a few hours on type, and believe me, I am still finding my way through a lot of things in this. I really, really am, and it's something that I've learnt that it is going to take quite a while to get used to. Now, as I said, I've got quite a few hours in the type from the FSX variant, and I still consider myself barely a novice when it comes to this stuff, because it is just it is so, like, you know, people talk about, you know, realism in various types of aircraft and stuff like that. Now, you know, PMDG is sort of like the one where everyone looks to for, you know, when it comes, especially when it comes to things like when it comes to, you know, airliners and stuff like that. Well, this is the better than PMDG for when it comes to the military stuff. It really, really does. Like, this is super detailed, super accurate, and it just looks and feels amazing. It really, really does. And it just gives you something that you just cannot believe, like, how amazing it is. And yeah, I'm so glad that VRS have actually brought this into the market, because it just does so much for it as well. And Ah, it is just such a beautifully well modeled aeroplane, and just flies amazingly. As I said, it is very unforgiving. If you don't treat your Superbug right, she will come and she will bite you on the backside. So yeah, just make sure you're aware of that when you're flying her around. Alright, so now some of the things that I mentioned earlier before, as I said before, so there are things like, the TacPack does give you the weapons capabilities and stuff like that. So one of the things you get along with that, not only does it give you weapons though, it gives you more than just weapons. It gives you the ability to operate carriers, spawn carriers, and target drones, SAM sites, and all sorts of fun stuff like that as well. So you can get that full experience, and you can get AI tankers, so you can actually get, do air-to-air refueling operations and stuff like that as well. So really cool little stuff on that one as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try, I don't know how well this is going to work, so first off we're going to move our master arm to arm, off safe, go to air, bring up our stores management system here, stores, alright. Right, so we've got the growl of the mines going on there. For now, so we don't have it growling all the time. Alright. Alright, okay. Now, let's see how this goes. Alright, so what you can do, if we, as I said, bring up the menu, VRS AI, spawn a drone. Okay, so random runners do 10 nautical miles out. Relative bearing ahead. Heading away. Altitude. Alright. Alright. Let's see how we go there. Okay. Now we'll solve on the growling. Oh, now we have the tone sound change. Now I'm going to cheat a little bit. 8 miles is going to be a bit far for the old Sidewinder to go. Close the distance a bit. But we know that the seeker head is unmastered, locked in. So it's in the pipper, as it were. Let's close the distance a little bit, shall we? That's something else that you see, the actual, so you get the vortices coming off as well, and it's just absolutely amazing to see. So, alright, let's see if this works. Hey, there it is. Okay. And that's the kind of cool thing you get. Like, you actually get the rails, it leaves the rails, goes through, and it just looks absolutely amazing. And we've got the sort of, vortices coming through with the high atmosphere there. Oh, and target shot down. Nice. And complete with debris and everything. So yeah, it's cool. It's really, really cool. It's really, really cool. We'll turn off the router because we don't need to have the side monitor there anymore. And yeah, it's like you actually watch it disintegrate and stuff like that. So it's really, really kind of cool. And this is the kind of cool stuff that you get to have with all this. So yeah, it gives you something a little different in your simulation. A little different. A little different. Alright, and of course, as I said before, the other thing that it does also give you the ability to do carrier ops as well. So I am going to try putting down a carrier. Now, unfortunately, at the moment, I haven't put in the carriers for the nice carriers, as it were. So we're just going to have the default one. Alright, so let's have a look. Let's go speed 30 knots. Okay, and we'll go origin. Ship, yep. Distance, let's go 10 miles. Alright. Way too low. Way too low. Oof. Okay. As you can see, it's a lot harder because she does handle a lot differently from the aircraft that you're used to in FSX. She really handles a lot differently. So it is something that you do have to get used to. And you can see, it's been a while since I've flown the Superbug, so you can tell I'm not doing as well as I'd like to be doing in a review video, that's for sure. So, you know what, I'm going to leave it there without having done the landing, and I'm just going to round out with my overall things. This is an amazing aircraft. If you want something that's going to give you some realism.
Check landing here. Check landing here.
Ooh. That was nearly very awkward. So yeah, if you want something that's going to give you a lot of realism, that'll be a lot of fun, and is something that if you look for something different in your P3D, or FSX if you wanted to get the FSX version as well, this is going to be a highly recommended thing for you to get. So definitely think about picking this one up. It is an absolutely amazing piece of kit. I highly recommend it to everyone. Its only disadvantage is that it is pricey, but in terms of what you get for your money, you know, this is, as I said, military PMDG stuff.
So that pretty much wraps up this little look at the Superbug, or the FA18E from VRSimulations and their TacPack add-on for P3D. Hope you've enjoyed the little review here. Don't forget, as always, to like and subscribe to the channel here if you're enjoying these reviews and want to see more. And of course, don't forget that as well, you can also find out all the latest goings-on for myself and all the things that I'm up to by following me on Facebook and on Twitter. Just search NovaWing24. Alright folks, thanks very much for watching. Take care, safe skies to all, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.